When a woman sexually wants you, she won't always tell you. She'll touch closer, look longer, and let her body speak first. Folks, let's be honest. Most men miss desire because they are waiting for a confession. They want her to say, "I want you." They want a clear signal with no risk, no uncertainty, and no need for masculine awareness. But attraction rarely works that way. A woman may keep her words casual while her body is already telling a different story. She touches your arm and lets her hand stay 1 second longer. Her eyes lock on yours, then drop to your mouth before coming back. She leans closer, even when she can hear you clearly. Her voice gets softer. Her body turns toward you. She fixes her hair, adjusts her clothes, laughs a little harder, and somehow finds a reason to stay near you. But here is where men destroy the moment. One man sees one sign and rushes like a starving boy. Another man sees the pattern and still freezes because he is afraid of being wrong. Both lose. The first man creates pressure. The second man kills tension. A Stoic man does neither. He observes. He stays calm. He reads the full pattern, not one random movement. He notices her comfort, her closeness, her eyes, her voice, her touch, and whether she keeps choosing the space near him. Because a signal is not permission, but a pattern is information. In this video, you will learn the body signs a woman may show when she feels real attraction and how to respond with calm, masculine control instead of panic pressure or hesitation. Stay locked in because the final signs are the ones most men misunderstand. Let's get into it. Number 1. She wants your touch. Let's be real, folks. When a woman is attracted to you, she may not say, "Touch me." She may never make it that obvious, but her body can start creating small openings for contact before her words ever catch up. This is where most men miss the signal. A woman who feels no attraction usually keeps her space clean. She may smile, talk, laugh, and still keep her body protected. But when there is real chemistry, her hands may begin doing things that look casual on the surface. She touches your arm when she laughs. She brushes something off your jacket. She fixes your collar for no real reason. Her hand rests near yours longer than necessary. Her knee touches yours under the table, and she does not immediately move away. Now listen carefully, my friend. This does not mean you rush. It does not mean you assume. A signal is not permission. It is information. A grown man reads the full pattern before he makes any move. Think about Daniel, 54, from Atlanta, and Rebecca, 47. They met at a private dinner with mutual friends. The conversation was easy, but Rebecca kept doing something Daniel noticed. When she laughed, she touched his forearm. When he leaned back, she leaned slightly closer. At one point, she reached over and straightened the sleeve of his jacket, even though nothing was really wrong with it. Old Daniel would have gotten too excited. He would have taken one touch as proof and started pushing the moment. But this time he stayed calm. He watched her comfort. He noticed her smile stayed warm. Her body stayed, turned toward him. Her eyes kept coming back to his. She was not pulling away. She was choosing proximity. That is the difference. A woman who wants your touch may first test how you handle hers. She wants to feel whether you get nervous, greedy, awkward, or controlled. If you react like a starving man, the attraction can drop fast. But if you stay steady, relaxed, and respectful, the tension grows. The power is not in touching her back immediately. The power is in not losing your frame when she touches you. Let the moment breathe. Let her feel that you noticed, but you are not desperate. That calm tells her you are comfortable with desire, but not ruled by it. And when the moment is clearly mutual, your response should be slow, natural, and respectful. Maybe a brief hand on her arm while you make a point. Maybe letting your hand stay near hers without forcing contact. Maybe holding the eye contact for one quiet second longer instead of saying too much. The point is control. Desire without control becomes pressure. Control without warmth becomes cold. The man she feels drawn to carries both. He has warmth in his presence and discipline in his body. So watch the pattern. Does she touch you more than once? Does she linger? Does she stay close after contact? Does she smile with her eyes? Does she seem relaxed, playful, and open? If yes, there may be attraction there. If she pulls back, stiffens, or creates distance, respect it immediately. A Stoic man does not chase fantasy, he reads reality. If you are ready to read touch without losing control, write this in the comments. I stay steady. Stay with me because the next part shows how her eyes can reveal desire before her mouth ever admits it. Number 2. Her eyes want more. Let me tell you something, folks. A woman can keep her voice calm while her eyes are already telling you she wants the moment to go deeper. Her words may stay polite, her posture may look composed, but if her eyes keep locking on yours, dropping lower, then coming back again, pay attention. That is not always random. Most men think eye contact is simple. She looks at you or she does not. But attraction has a rhythm. A woman who is only being social may look at you, normally smile, and continue the conversation. That is basic courtesy. But when her attraction rises, her eyes begin to move differently. They hold longer, they soften, they return, and sometimes they fall to your mouth for a brief second before coming back to your eyes. That small drop can carry tension. Now, my friend, do not be foolish with this. One glance does not mean she wants anything from you. One look is not permission, it is only a signal. A grounded man does not build a fantasy from one movement of her eyes. He watches the full pattern. Is she close? Is her body turned toward you? Is her voice warmer? Is she relaxed? Does she keep choosing the conversation instead of looking for an exit? That is how you read reality. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This matters because when a man feels a woman's eyes on him, his mind can start running wild. He imagines too much. He rushes. He tries to make the moment bigger than it is. Then he destroys the tension because he could not control himself. The Stoic man does the opposite. He lets the gaze happen. He does not flinch. He does not stare like a hungry animal. He does not look away like a nervous boy. He holds steady eye contact with calm, then lets it breathe. Strong eye contact is not about domination. It is about presence. It says, "I see you, and I am comfortable with what is happening here." When her eyes drop to your mouth, slow down. Do not immediately lean in. Do not start talking faster. Do not grin like you just won something. Let the silence sit for a second. Keep your body relaxed. Let your voice stay low and steady. If she comes back to your eyes with warmth, if she stays close, if the energy remains open, then the moment may be growing. But if she looks away and stays away, if her body pulls back, if her face tightens, or if the conversation turns cold, respect that. Desire is read through patterns, not wishful thinking. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." In attraction, mastery means you can feel the heat and still remain controlled. You can notice her eyes without becoming desperate. You can enjoy the tension without forcing it into something physical before the moment is mutual. Her eyes may want more, but your job is not to take more. Your job is to read more clearly. Watch the return of her gaze. Watch the softness. Watch whether her body stays near yours. Watch if she relaxes when you hold silence or closes when you move too fast. That detail tells you more than imagination will. Then move only with calm, respect, and patience. If you are ready to read her eyes without losing your frame, write this in the comments: "I hold gaze." Let's keep going because the next part shows why her body may start moving closer before she ever says what she feels. Number 3. She closes in. Let's be real, folks. When a woman feels attraction, her body often starts closing the distance before her mouth says anything serious. She may keep the conversation casual, but her body begins moving toward the man she feels drawn to. That is one of the clearest signs most men overlook. A woman who is not interested usually protects her space. She may be polite, she may smile, she may answer your questions, but her body stays guarded. Her feet point somewhere else. Her shoulders turn away. She keeps a clean distance between you and her. That does not make her rude. That just means her body is not inviting more closeness. But when attraction is present, the distance starts shrinking. She leans in even when she can hear you clearly. She steps closer when the room is not crowded. She lets her arm brush yours and does not immediately pull away. She tilts her head while listening. Her body turns toward you like the rest of the room has become less important. And sometimes she mirrors your movements without realizing it. You lean back, she leans back. You slow your voice, she slows hers. You shift your posture, she adjusts too. That is connection happening below the level of words. Think about Mark, 52, from Nashville, and Laura, 46. They met at a small rooftop gathering after a work event. Laura was friendly with everyone, so at first Mark did not assume anything. He stayed calm, spoke with confidence, and did not chase her attention. But as the night went on, he noticed a pattern. When he stood near the railing, Laura came beside him. When he turned slightly to face the city, she turned too. When the group conversation got loud, she did not just lean her ear toward him. She brought her whole body closer, close enough that their shoulders almost touched. Later, when Mark took a half step back to give her space, Laura naturally stepped forward again. That was not a confession, but it was information. Laura's body was choosing proximity. She was comfortable near him. She was not shrinking, stiffening, or searching for an exit. Her eyes stayed warm. Her voice stayed engaged. Her body kept returning to his space. That is what you watch for, my friend. Not one movement, the pattern. A woman closing in does not automatically mean she wants you to make a big move. It means she may feel comfortable, curious, and physically drawn toward your presence. A signal is not permission. A Stoic man understands that. He does not let his desire run ahead of his discipline. So when she closes in, do not get jumpy. Do not suddenly become loud, needy, or overly physical. Stay grounded. Let her feel that being near you does not make you lose control. Speak slower. Keep your body relaxed. Let the tension breathe. And also read the other side. If she leans away, creates distance, crosses her arms, gives short answers, or keeps looking around the room, respect that. Do not try to force closeness because you wanted the sign to be real. A grown man reads reality, not fantasy. The strongest thing you can do when she moves closer is remain steady. Let your calm become the place she feels safe moving toward. Let your presence tell her you noticed, but you are not desperate. That balance is what makes the moment stronger. Attraction often moves through the body first. Her body closes distance. Your body must show control. If you are ready to read closeness without rushing the moment, write this in the comments. I read closeness. Stay tuned, because the next part shows how her body may start copying yours when the connection is deeper than words. Number 4. Her body copies yours. Let me make this clear, folks. When a woman feels connected to you, her body may begin copying yours before she even realizes it. This is not performance. This is not something she plans. It is a quiet signal from her nervous system saying, I feel aligned with this man. That is what mirroring means. If you lean back and she leans back shortly after, pay attention. If you slow your voice and she starts speaking softer, pay attention. If you rest your hand on the table and her hand settles near the same place, pay attention. If your posture shifts and hers follows with the same rhythm, that may be her bodybuilding connection without words. But do not get carried away, my friend. One copied movement means very little. People mirror each other naturally in normal conversation. But repeated mirroring, combined with eye contact, closeness, warmth, relaxed body language, and playful tension, can tell you something deeper. A woman's body often copies what it feels safe with. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This matters because when a man notices attraction, his mind can become dangerous. He wants to believe every small sign means something. He starts imagining more than reality has shown him. Then he moves too fast and breaks the very connection that was forming. A Stoic man does not do that. He watches, he breathes, he lets the pattern reveal itself. If she mirrors your body while staying close, smiling with her eyes touching lightly and keeping the conversation alive, then the attraction may be growing. But if her body copies yours once while her attention is elsewhere, do not build a fantasy. Stay grounded. Mirroring is powerful because it shows comfort. When two people are connected, their bodies often begin to share rhythm. Their voices match. Their posture softens. Their movements become similar. This is why a date can sometimes feel effortless. Not because the words are perfect, but because the bodies are moving in the same emotional current. And that is where desire can deepen. But remember, desire without discipline becomes pressure. If she copies your movement, do not suddenly become aggressive. Do not test her like a child. Do not lean in too hard just to see what happens. Let your control guide the moment. Your calm gives her body permission to remain relaxed. Your steadiness makes the connection feel safer. This is also why we build deeper lessons for men who want more than surface attraction. If this message is helping you understand women with more awareness and control, consider joining this channel as a member. Your support helps us keep creating serious lessons on Stoicism, masculine presence, emotional discipline, and relationships built on respect. Now bring this into real life. When you are with her, slow down enough to notice the rhythm between you. If you take a sip and she follows. If you shift closer and she does not pull away. If you lower your voice and hers becomes softer too. If your calm makes her calm, that is information. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." So master yourself first. Do not chase the signal. Do not worship the signal. Read it with patience. Her body may copy yours because she feels pulled into your rhythm. Your job is not to force the rhythm. Your job is to lead yourself so well that being near you feels natural. If you are ready to read connection without losing control, write this in the comments. I read rhythm. Stay with me because the next part shows how she may make herself look more attractive when she wants your attention. Number 5. She makes herself hotter. Let's be real, folks. When a woman wants your attention, she often becomes more aware of how she looks around you. She may not announce it. She may not say, "I want you to notice me," but her body, her grooming, her clothing, and her little adjustments can start telling the story. This is not vanity. This is signaling. A woman who feels attraction may touch her hair more when you are near. She may adjust her dress, fix her blouse, reapply lipstick, check her reflection, or make sure her scent is noticeable when she leans closer. She may sit a little differently, stand a little taller. Let her eyes meet yours right after she adjusts herself. These are small movements, but they can reveal a lot when they happen inside the right pattern. Now listen carefully, my friend. Do not turn every woman fixing her hair into a fantasy. Women adjust their appearance for many reasons. Habit, comfort, confidence, the room, the weather, a mirror nearby. One small movement means little, but repeated self-grooming while she stays close, holds eye contact, softens her voice, and keeps choosing your space can mean she wants to feel attractive in your eyes. That is the key. Think about Paul, 53, from Tampa, and Stephanie, 46. They met at a private dinner with friends. Stephanie was already well dressed when she arrived, elegant but not loud. At first, Paul simply enjoyed the conversation and did not assume anything. But as the night went on, he noticed a pattern. Whenever their conversation became more personal, Stephanie touched her hair and smiled. When Paul held eye contact, she adjusted her necklace, then looked back at him. After stepping away for a moment, she returned with her lipstick freshened, sat closer than before, and leaned in just enough for him to notice her perfume. She was not making a speech. She was creating presence. Old Paul might have gotten too eager. He might have commented on every little thing and made her feel watched. But he had learned control. He did not say, "I see what you are doing." He did not make it awkward. He simply stayed calm, gave her a slow smile and said, "That color suits you. Strong choice." That was enough. A woman who makes herself hotter around you is often asking one quiet question. Does he notice me? Not just in a shallow way. not like every man who stares without control. She wants to know if your attention has weight, if you can appreciate her beauty without becoming childish, if you can desire her without making the room feel pressured. That is where a Stoic man separates himself. He notices but does not pounce. He appreciates but does not worship. He compliments with precision, not hunger. Instead of saying too much about her body, he notices the detail, her style, her confidence, her energy, the way she carries herself. This makes her feel seen without feeling reduced. And understand this: when she enhances her appearance around you, it may be her way of competing for your focus. She wants your eyes to stay on her. She wants to feel that she has your attention, but she also wants to feel that your attention is not cheap. That tension can be powerful. So watch the pattern. If she fixes herself and then looks to see if you notice, there may be interest. If she dresses with more intention when she knows she will see you, there may be attraction. If she becomes more aware of her beauty in your presence and keeps moving closer, pay attention, but keep your control. Beauty is not permission. A signal is not an invitation to rush. Let her feel your desire through calm attention, not desperate reaction. If you are ready to notice beauty without losing your frame, write this in the comments. I notice calmly. Stay close, because the next part shows how her voice can turn intimate when attraction starts moving through her body. Number 6. Her voice turns intimate. Let me tell you something most men overlook, folks. When a woman feels attraction, her voice can change before her words become obvious. She may still be talking about something normal, work, travel, music, dinner, but the tone begins to carry a different temperature. That is what you listen for. Her voice may become softer, slower, more playful. She may pause a little longer before answering. She may tease you with a tone that feels warmer than the words themselves. She may lower her volume, so you naturally have to lean in, not because the room is too loud, but because the conversation has started becoming more private. That shift matters. Most men only listen to the words. They hear what she says, but they miss how she says it. A woman can ask a simple question like, "So, what kind of women do you usually like?" And if you only hear the sentence, you miss the signal. The sentence is casual, the tone is not. The tone may be testing the air between you. It may be asking, "Is there tension here, or am I imagining it?" This is where a grounded man pays attention. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." That matters because when her voice gets softer, slower, or more intimate, many men lose their center. They get excited. They start talking too much. They push the conversation into obvious territory. They try to force the heat instead of letting it grow. That is how they ruin it. A Stoic man does not chase every spark. He lets the spark breathe. If her voice softens, he does not become loud. He matches calm with calm. If she teases, he does not overreact. He smiles, gives a measured response, and lets the tension stay alive. If she asks a personal question, he answers with confidence but not desperation. He gives enough truth to keep the moment moving, but he does not spill himself all over the table. The voice is powerful because it reveals comfort. A woman who feels relaxed around you may start speaking with less armor. Her words become less formal. Her rhythm slows down. She may laugh more easily. She may ask questions that move from surface topics into preference, attraction, connection, or past relationships. But remember this clearly, my friend. A softer voice is still only a signal. It is not permission. It is not proof by itself. Some women naturally speak softly. Some people get quieter when they are tired. Some are simply being polite. That is why you never read one sign alone. You look at the whole pattern. Is she speaking softer while moving closer? Is her body turned toward you? Do her eyes keep returning to yours? Does she smile with warmth? Does she stay engaged when the conversation slows? Does she seem comfortable when silence appears? If yes, there may be attraction building beneath the words. If her voice is soft, but her body is closed, her answers are short, and her eyes keep searching for a way out, then do not pretend it means desire. Read reality, not fantasy. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." So master yourself when her tone changes. Do not become a boy chasing confirmation. Become the man who can hear warmth in her voice and still remain steady. Let your response be controlled. Speak slower. Lower your own intensity. Hold eye contact without staring. Let your words have weight. If she creates playful tension, meet it with playful control. If she turns the conversation more personal, do not run from it, but do not rush it either. Her voice may turn intimate when attraction starts moving through the moment. Your job is to make that moment feel safe enough to continue. If you are ready to listen beyond words and stay in control, write this in the comments. I hear deeper. Don't go anywhere, because the next part shows how her compliments can reveal what she is really noticing about you. Number 7. She notices your body. Let's be honest, folks. When a woman is attracted to you, she starts noticing details about your body that polite interest usually ignores. Not just your face, not just your words. She notices your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your chest, your scent, the way your shirt fits, the way you move when you are not trying to impress anyone. And sometimes she cannot help but say something. A casual compliment is one thing. But when her compliment becomes specific, personal and physical, pay attention. She says that shirt looks good on you. She asks what cologne you are wearing while leaning closer. She notices you have been working out. She comments on your hands, your smile, your jaw, your posture, or the way you carry yourself. That is not always small talk. Sometimes it is her way of letting you know she sees you as a man, not just a conversation. Think about Robert, 55, from Dallas, and Claire, 48. They met at a friend's dinner party. Robert was not trying to show off. He had simply started taking better care of himself after a long season of neglect. He trained in the mornings, dressed better, and carried himself with more calm than he used to. Claire noticed. At first she said, "You look different tonight." Robert smiled and said, "Different good or different suspicious?" She laughed. Later, when they were standing near the kitchen, she looked at his forearm as he rolled up his sleeve and said, "You have definitely been working out." Then her eyes returned to his face with a small smile. That was information. Old Robert might have gotten too excited. He might have started bragging about the gym, flexing, or turning the compliment into something awkward. But this time, he stayed composed. He simply said, "I have been trying to keep promises to myself." Then he let the moment breathe. That is how a man handles physical attention. When a woman notices your body, do not become a boy begging for more praise. Do not over-explain. Do not ask, "Really, you think so?" Do not start fishing for validation. Receive the compliment like a man who already respects himself. A specific compliment can reveal attraction because attention follows desire. When she notices your scent, she is noticing closeness. When she notices your body, she is aware of your physical presence. When she compliments your clothing, she may be telling you she likes how your masculinity is showing up in front of her. But stay grounded, my friend. A compliment is still not permission. It is a signal inside a larger pattern. Does she hold eye contact after saying it? Does she lean closer? Does her voice soften? Does she smile like she wants you to feel the tension? Or does she say it casually and move on? Read the whole moment. A Stoic man does not let praise control him. He accepts it without becoming hungry. He lets attraction exist without turning every compliment into a move. That control makes the compliment more powerful because she feels that her attention did not make you lose your frame. So build a body and presence worth noticing. Not to chase women, to respect yourself. Train, groom, dress with intention. Carry your shoulders with calm weight. Let your scent be clean. Let your posture say discipline. Then when she notices, do not perform. Just hold your ground. If you are ready to receive attention without losing control, write this in the comments. I hold frame. Stay close, because the next part shows why her nervousness near you may reveal more desire than confidence ever could. Number 8. She gets nervous close. Let me tell you something most men misread, folks. When a woman gets nervous around you, it does not always mean she wants distance. Sometimes it means your presence is creating more tension in her body than she knows how to hide. That is where you need wisdom. A woman who feels attraction may become slightly less composed when you get close. Her breathing changes, her voice lowers, or she stumbles over a simple sentence. She laughs a little faster than the moment requires. She touches her necklace, adjusts her sleeve, fixes her hair, or looks down for a second like she needs to collect herself. Most men see that and make one of two mistakes. The insecure man thinks she must be uncomfortable, so he retreats completely and kills the tension. The hungry man thinks she is attracted, so he rushes forward and creates pressure. Both men fail because neither one reads the full pattern. A Stoic man watches calmly. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Her nervousness is an outside event. Your interpretation is where your strength or weakness shows. If you panic, you lose the moment. If you rush, you break trust. If you stay grounded, you give the moment a chance to reveal what it really is." Here is the difference you must understand. Nervous attraction usually still moves toward you. She may blush, laugh quickly, look down or fidget, but she stays engaged. Her body remains angled toward you. Her eyes come back. Her voice may soften. She keeps the conversation alive. She may pull back for a second, then return to the closeness again. Discomfort is different. Discomfort moves away. Her answers become short. Her body turns aside. Her eyes search for an exit. She creates distance and does not come back. That is not tension. That is a boundary. And a real man respects it immediately. This is why control matters so much. Desire without awareness becomes pressure. Awareness without courage becomes hesitation. The Stoic man brings both. He notices the nervous energy, but he does not worship it. He lets her breathe. He slows his voice. He relaxes his shoulders. He allows silence without filling it with needy words. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." If her nervous laugh makes you desperate, you are not free. If her blush makes you overconfident, you are not free. If her closeness makes you forget respect, you are not free. Freedom is being able to feel the tension and still choose discipline. So when she gets nervous close to you, do not attack the moment. Hold it. Stay warm. Stay steady. Let your calm become the thing her nervous system can settle around. If she continues leaning in, smiling, returning eye contact and staying open, then the attraction may be real. If she pulls away, let her go without ego. That is masculine maturity. A woman may get nervous because her body feels the chemistry before her mind is ready to admit it. But your job is not to force her to admit anything. Your job is to create a space where she feels safe enough to remain honest with herself. That is why the man with control is remembered. He does not exploit nervousness. He steadies it. If you are ready to stay calm when her energy changes, write this in the comments. I stay composed. Stay with me, because the next part shows why she may create alone time when she wants the connection to move beyond casual conversation. Number 9. She wants you alone. Let's be honest, folks. When a woman wants the connection to move beyond casual conversation, she may start creating moments where it is just you and her. Not always loudly, not always directly. Sometimes she does it in a way that still lets her feel safe, graceful, and in control of her own choice. That is why you need to pay attention. She may linger after everyone else leaves. She may suggest walking outside for fresh air. She may say the room is too loud and move somewhere quieter. She may invite you to continue the conversation away from the group. She may stay beside you when she had every reason to leave. These moments are not always random. Sometimes they are her way of lowering the noise around the connection. Think about Michael, 56, from Scottsdale, and Vanessa, 49. They met at a friend's birthday dinner. The conversation had been warm all night. Vanessa laughed at Michael's dry humor. She touched his arm when making a point. Her eyes held his a little longer than polite conversation required. But Michael did not rush. He stayed calm and let the pattern build. Later, when the group started moving toward the parking lot, Vanessa slowed down. She did not walk ahead with her friends. She stayed near Michael and said, "I could use a minute away from all this noise. Want to walk for a bit?" That was not a guarantee. It was not permission to assume anything. It was an opening. Old Michael might have gotten too excited. He might have turned boldness into pressure. But this time he stayed grounded. He smiled and said, "Sure, let's walk." Then he let the moment stay calm. No rushing, no heavy comments, no desperate attempt to make something happen. That is masculine control. When a woman wants you alone, she may be showing that she trusts your presence enough to remove the audience. That matters. Around other people there are distractions, social pressure, and interruptions. Alone time creates space for deeper eye contact, slower conversation, softer energy, and more honest chemistry. But hear this clearly, my friend. Alone time is still not automatic permission. A woman choosing privacy does not mean she has handed you every next step. It means the connection has been given more space. What you do with that space reveals your character. A weak man becomes hungry. A nervous man freezes. A grounded man stays present. He watches her comfort. He listens to her tone. He notices whether she moves closer or creates distance. He keeps his desire disciplined. If the energy grows, he lets it grow naturally. If she seems unsure, he slows down. If she pulls back, he respects it instantly. That is what separates a man from a boy. The original lesson talks about proximity, the way attraction often seeks more closeness. That is true. When someone feels drawn to you, they may look for more private moments where the connection can breathe. But a Stoic man does not confuse opportunity with entitlement. He understands that desire must be paired with respect. So when she creates alone time, do not celebrate too early. Do not rush to prove you are bold. Let your calm become the reason she feels safe staying there with you. Speak with intention. Let silence exist. Let the tension breathe. Let her feel that being alone with you does not mean being pressured by you. That is how trust deepens. If you are ready to handle private moments with control and respect, write this in the comments. I lead calmly. Stay tuned because the final part shows how to control desire so you never ruin the moment with pressure, panic, or neediness. Number 10. Control the desire. Here is the final lesson, folks. Reading desire is useless if you cannot control your own. A woman may touch you first. Her eyes may hold longer. Her body may move closer. Her voice may soften. She may get nervous near you, compliment your body, fix herself in your presence, or create a moment where it is just you and her. But none of those signs give you permission to become careless. They give you responsibility. Most men fail after they see the signal, not before. Before the signal, they are uncertain. After the signal, they become hungry. They talk too fast. They move too soon. They assume too much. They start acting like her attraction has already handed them the outcome. And that is exactly when the moment collapses. A Stoic man understands something deeper. Desire is powerful, but it is not a master unless you kneel to it. You can feel the heat and still remain disciplined. You can notice her body moving toward yours and still respect her pace. You can sense chemistry and still choose patience. That is masculine control. The real question is not, does she want me? The real question is, can I remain the same man when I think she does? Because if her attraction makes you lose your calm, then you were never leading the moment. The moment was leading you. Control the desire by slowing everything down. Slow your voice, slow your hands, slow your assumptions. Watch the full pattern. Does she keep returning to your space? Does she stay relaxed when you get closer? Does her eye contact remain warm? Does she respond when you create a small pause? Does she seem open, or does she seem unsure? You do not move because one sign appears. You move because the whole moment is mutual. And even then you move with respect. Not pressure, not hunger, not ego. You let her comfort matter more than your fantasy. You let her response guide the next step. If she softens and stays close, you continue slowly. If she hesitates, you slow down. If she pulls away, you stop immediately and do not make it strange. That is the difference between confidence and selfishness. The original lesson is about body signals, but the deeper Stoic lesson is about self-command. Her body may speak, but your character answers. If you answer with need, you become ordinary. If you answer with pressure, you become unsafe. If you answer with calm, you become memorable. So do not chase every signal like a man who has been starving for attention. Let attraction breathe. Let silence do its work. Let her feel that you notice the desire, but you are strong enough not to be ruled by it. That is what makes tension powerful. A woman does not remember the man who lost control the second she showed interest. She remembers the man who stayed grounded when the air got charged. The man who could want her and still protect the moment. The man who could read her body without ignoring her comfort. That is rare. So master this, my friend. Observe the touch. Read the eyes. Notice the closeness. Listen to the voice. Watch the nervous energy. Respect the private moment. But above all, control yourself. The goal is not to take every opening. The goal is to know which openings are real, mutual, and worth entering with maturity. Because desire without discipline becomes pressure, but desire with discipline becomes presence. If you are ready to master attraction without losing your frame, write this in the comments: I control desire. Folks, that is the lesson. When a woman feels real attraction, her body may reveal it before her words do. Today, you learned how to read the signs: her touch, her eyes, her closeness, her mirroring, her voice, her nervous energy, and the way she may create private moments with you. But remember, a signal is not permission. A Stoic man observes the full pattern, respects her comfort, and controls his own desire. If you want to go deeper, consider joining the channel as a member. Your support helps us keep creating stronger lessons on Stoicism, masculine presence, female psychology, and emotional discipline. And if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe now, so you do not miss tomorrow's lesson. Thank you for watching, my friend. Stay calm, stay aware, and I will see you tomorrow.